Hey everybody, my name is Jake. I'm a senior here at Arizona Christian University, and if you've ever thought about switching your degree program, come on, I know you have, then this is the video for you. We're going to observe together some of the skills and techniques that you would learn about if you chose to pursue a degree in behavioral health counseling. We're going to learn about empathy, good listening skills, asking open-ended questions, and taking actionable steps towards improvement. But remember, these skills aren't just for professional counselors. They'd serve you well in any career path that you choose, whether that's business, working in the marketplace, pastoral care, or even communications. So as we watch this first video together, I want you to pay special attention to how Brett, the helper or therapist in this scenario, uses empathy to communicate to the client, Maddie, that they're the most important person in the room. Empathy is putting yourself in someone else's shoes to feel what they're feeling, to understand why they're feeling it. It shows that you're willing to walk on this journey with them and not just try and fix their problems. Let's watch this video together.
Hey Maddie, I'm glad you came in today. What do you want to talk about?
My mom passed away about a month ago, and it's been pretty hard on me.
Wow, I'm sorry for your loss. How have you been dealing with that?
The anger that I'm feeling is not an emotion that I've had in the past. I've always been a pretty upbeat, happy person, and especially with my mom. She's that emotional guide that I've always had, and so yeah, it's been pretty tough. My mom being, she's just been that light, and I don't have her anymore, so.
It sounds like there's a missing puzzle to your life right now. Is that what's going on?
Yeah. She was always the person in my family that brought everyone together. So there's like definitely a missing puzzle piece, I think, since she's been gone. Wow,
that's tough. How have you been dealing with that anger towards your family since the death of your mother?
I definitely haven't been dealing with it well. Specifically, I get pretty angry with my brothers. I have all brothers, and so with my brothers over just the simplest things that I normally am not like that, and so I really don't know how to deal with it.
So it sounds you're isolated right now, and you're kind of on your own, and you have no one to go to. How do you deal with that isolation?
There's definitely some loneliness that I've had. My mom was my emotional support, and I could definitely go with her to anything. And so there's a loneliness piece that like my brothers don't really fit into that puzzle. I haven't been dealing with the loneliness, I think, very well, and I think that's what's caused the anger.
Wow. I can only imagine how you feel right now. I look forward to our future sessions and working through that anger and that resentment towards your family members, and let's get through that isolation and we'll kink that out.
Thank you.
I hope you enjoyed that first video. I know it was a little bit emotional, a little bit heavy, but that's real life. Sometimes bad things happen, and I hope you remember the importance of empathy in every relationship. In this next session, we're going to observe how Tori uses great listening skills to show the client that she cares and to open the door towards positive action. But remember, the point of helping is not always to take action. Sometimes people just want to be heard. They want to be reminded that you care. They just want to be listened to. And that's something we can all relate to. But in this particular scenario, the client, Brett, proves that he is willing, able, and ready to take positive action steps towards improvement. And it's Tori's job as a helper to guide him along that process by listening well, asking great questions, and being curious.
Hi Brett, what would you like to talk about today?
I'd like to talk about my fiance and my future job.
Okay, so you're engaged right now. How long has that been?
It's been 9 months.
Oh, well, congratulations.
Yeah, thanks.
How does the work situation tie into that, or does it tie into that?
Yeah, it plays a big role, but I don't have a job right now, and I'm kind of trying to create those goals so I can have a job.
Okay, so that's been a process alone of applying to some places, if you are?
Yeah, I have actually been applying to places, but nothing's come about.
Okay, and how do you relate that to for your marriage?
It would be nice to have some financial security and kind of be there for my wife, and I don't feel like I've been there for my fiance, and I want to be better.
Okay, do you have any goals just as far as the relationship itself and some things that you want to work on?
I want to be better to her and not get as annoyed with her. I have been getting I've been feeling angry towards her, and it's tough for me to correct that.
Okay. Have you seen any progressiveness? Because, it sounds that you're aware of what's happening, so have you seen any progressiveness in trying to become better for that?
Slightly, but that's what I hope to get out of this sessions, to work on that.
Okay, so at the top of your head, do you have any goals that you can think of right now to make that better?
Relying on scripture more and watching what I say and how I treat her when I do get angry with her, I think that's a good goal.
Okay, so in the future sessions, we could just continue on thinking of more goals and putting those goals into action, and then just making sure that you see some progress in what you want.
Yeah, I'd hope, because I just need some help right now. It's been tough, and I appreciate you.
Of course.
If you're thinking about switching to a behavioral health counseling degree, I don't blame you. It's way better than a business degree, I promise. In this last video, I want you to pay special attention to how Maddie uses open-ended questions to gather more data from her client. Asking questions like, what do you mean by that? Or how does that make you feel? Allow the helper to guide the conversation while still leaving space for the client to be open, honest, and vulnerable about how they're feeling and what they want to talk about. But the key to asking open-ended questions, really the key to any vibrant conversation in any context, is being curious. You have to genuinely care. You have to genuinely want to know more about the person you're talking with. You want to remind them that they are the center of the conversation. Let's watch this last video together. I hope you've learned a ton from our time together.
Hi, Tori. It's so nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you too.
What do you want to talk about today?
So today I'd like to talk about just some of my future plans that I've been going through, and just the process I'm in right now.
Okay, tell me a little bit about it.
So I'm graduating in a month, and during that I've been applying to grad school programs. So just that waiting process that I've been going through right now and getting it done has been really stressful and made me anxious.
Yeah, that makes sense. Going to grad school is a little nerve-wracking. Tell me a little bit about your support, your emotional support, your financial support.
So my emotional support has been with some family. So I have some family supporting me, some family not, which has been a little difficult. But then I have a significant other that's been really supportive through it all too.
Oh, that's good to hear. What about your financial support?
So my financial support, I'll be taking out a loan. So that's just been figuring out what that process will be. I've never done it before, and just figuring out how much I'll need.
Yeah, I can understand some of the stress levels. What are some other emotions that you're feeling about this, like moving away, starting a whole new education side? So what does your emotions look like?
I'm okay to be moving away. I'm excited just for that new chapter to start, and then the whole new school process. That's a little nerve-wracking in itself, but I think I'm pretty confident in that process.
Okay. Yeah, I can understand a little bit of nervousness that you're having. As terms of goals that you want to accomplish here, what are some that you have in mind?
So some goals that I would have in mind would be maybe trying to calm myself down with just the stress and anxiety and handling it a little better, and just finding out planning things.
Okay, we can definitely work on some skills, and then we can also work on some building some healthy habits when it comes to waiting for those answers back for school.
Okay, awesome.
Hey guys, thanks so much for watching our video.
We hope you learned a lot.
And I hope you consider behavioral health.
If you're one of the 5 people who votes for the academic symposium, don't rig this election. We've had enough of that. You know we were the best group.